Oh, the starts looking at you like that. Shoes, keys, and pants in that order. Just grab the keys, cover your Johnson with one hand, and just run, my boy. This is not good for you. This is a Resident Evil boss fight. This shit... Like taking a woman home. You think she's a hot beauty, you wake up in the morning. So on this week's episode of Lord of Mysteries, Klein learns the importance of Planned Parenthood and why offering abortion is important as Satan's hellhound is about to convulge out of a woman's womb. Listen, I ain't no religious man, but if I saw a woman convulging like that, I'm gonna run faster than Scooby-Doo ever did. Make sure you drop a like, share your support on this video. Subscribe if you're new around here. And Patreon's where you catch my full wackiness in live reaction format. I also want to help fund the channel. So, they leave us off wondering what the hell the captain's doing in his vampiric zombie nature to then sideswipe me with some bitch about to give birth to the body of the true creator? Like, what the... Who does that for their second to last episode of a season, bro? The worst part too, does a little tappity tap. I'm gonna take a look inside, you know, little ultrasound for the prego girl. No, couldn't even do that. Would have died if he looked at it. There has never been a better case than a coat hanger to rumble what's inside there. Now, personally, what I think they should have been doing once she started convulging is we shot her in the head. Now, yeah, is she an innocent? Sure, whatever, but she can't, if she gonna give birth to Satan, the Antichrist, I don't know what the answer exactly was, but we find someone with a sequence that freezes, we shoot her in the head, we freeze her, maybe get some molten metal to pour over her, and we toss that bitch in the bottom of the ocean. Like, you know how in the previous episode, he just kept blasting, like he refused to stop? We need about 50 guys doing that. It's a very different take of the casting couch, but boy golly, she needs to get blasted one way or another. So, a lot happened, though, with the captain, and I'm sure I'm getting some of it wrong. But I guess we can assume, as it stands, the captain's not necessarily a bad guy. It seems to be a case of, like, there's so much terminology. When a Beyonder dies, they leave behind an aspect of their, like, ability, their sequence or whatever they call it, right? If that sequence matches your own sequence, it will then just naturally increase your progression up the chain, right? So, like, let's just say your sequence wind. I don't even know if that's a sequence, but we're gonna call it that. If someone, say we were sequence whatever, and they were sequence whatever, same thing, it would just naturally help boost you up, right? And then if it's not your natural sequence, you, like, gain aspects of that ability, like a little branching, I think, my understanding. So anyway, so it seems like he's suckling on the teats of the dead fallen comrades, maybe as, like, a way to keep them with him, but also to make him more powerful. The question I have is Klein starts talking in this episode about how the series of events that happened all started because of him. So is this a case of him, like, sacrificing people as pawns, or is it a case of a series of unfortunate events, but we shouldn't let the bodies go to waste? Time shall tell, but that one shot of the vampiric sequence or whatever was cool as hell, bro. Like, that was really cool. Because, like, unless I'm misunderstanding, what they leave behind is similar to a potion, right? I don't know, but it's, I walked in thinking we should just blast the captain. Didn't want him to die, but I said, hey, we've already lost enough, let's not keep someone around who can make it worse. And then somehow I ended up with him being like, we roll. Let's take the ashes up to meet Satan's hellhound. Why not? And then it evolves into, okay, we're trying to stop a bomb. That's what the episode's called, bomb. I'm thinking, okay, where's the bomb? Point a gun at my head and make me list off 100 things where a bomb could be hidden in this world. At no point would have I said a woman's womb. But when she walks in and you start seeing some things, oh boy. Like, before she peels her face, it's like 5 minutes earlier into the episode, she looks like Clayface. Like, she's like melt. It's like, I don't know, people be trying to tell me pregnancy a beautiful thing, but that ain't no beauty, I can tell you that. And the worst part is by the end of the episode, whatever she turns into, that is pulled straight from Resident Evil. Like, I'm thinking, that's a Resident Evil Village boss fight. You're walking into some castle grounds, and this bitch is hanging up on the ceiling. I don't care if that was Climb. I don't care if that was Azig. Whoever that was, I would have the same reaction. Blast. And I don't know what the biggest ammo clip is in this world, but get that times 20 and just keep blasting. No. Like, this shit's brutal. And I don't know how they're gonna like, I assume we can deal with it. Well, this is supposed to be the body of the true creator, and that thing's already given us ominous feels. Unless that is it, because I don't think so. I think that she's just like in the final stages of giving birth to that thing. So if we kill it, it probably stops the ritual from being succeeded, right? I don't know. It's funny too, because the way she was talking about the man who got her pregnant, but like not in the normal way. He just slapped her on an altar and like magical mumbo jumbo penetration. I don't know, it was weird. She was talking about like how like handsome he is and blah blah blah. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, Klein's objectively a better looking dude than that guy. I don't know, like the beauty standards in this world be skewed. Klein be getting done dirty, man. Either way, this is season 1. The next season, I got it wrong, I thought it was initially 20, is apparently 30 episodes. Now, it's going to be split into 2 batches, so 15 and 15, right? But either way, if this is season 1, and Satan's trying to be reborn, but Brandon, it's not Satan, it's the true creator. If the true creator's doing this, that is Satan to me. Use your brains, read between the lines, don't take things so literally. Most of you are fine, but I do get some brain deads in the comments, so I have to give the little PSA like I'm talking to 3-year-olds. But if this is what you do for season 1, and apparently the show gets better and crazier as it goes on, what type of abominations are going to be coming out of holes in season 2? Maybe I misused the casting couch image from the thumbnail of last week, because, man, that's only... Side note, I think that was probably the wildest thumbnail I'll ever make on the channel, but I feel like I'm going to have to use the casting couch image again for future thumbnails, just for different shows. It was too good to pass up on. Anyway, she might have gotten impregnated, but I felt like I got raw dogged this week, man. This was... That was some experience. Let me know your thoughts down below, though, on what the we just saw, and where do you think it's going to go next week? I think that's the final episode of season 1, if I'm not mistaken. Pain, you let me know your thoughts. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around. Your Patreon is, of course, to catch those full live reactions if you want to see me be unhinged in real time, and I give other exclusives over there, like video shoutouts to my patrons. So today we got Bill Canada, Katrin, Nick Howard, DYR, Slazel, Asil Soldera, Jacob McCarthy, Divine Tank 00, Chris, and we also have Doss. I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You know, have a good one.